We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey you guys, it's your girl T and I hope everybody's doing good today. So once again, I want to remind you guys that if you guys don't see any videos posted on this particular channel, that means there's videos being posted on my news channel. So make sure you subscribe to both so that way you can always enjoy some type of tea for the day. So anyhow, I want to come out here and talk about the whole LaVar Ball situation, okay? So as you guys all know, I talked about the LaVar situation about 2 weeks ago when his shoes, Big Baller brand, came out and it caused a bunch of controversy because the shoes were going for $495, okay? And so I broke down who LaVar Ball was and how I felt about him. And in that video, I said, you know, LaVar Ball can be loud. He can be arrogant. He can even be annoying, but I will give him his props that he's a great father and he's built structure for his kids' lives and he wants the best for his children and he's an entrepreneur regardless if you want to support his shoes or not. You have to respect that part about LaVar Ball. Well, once again, yesterday, LaVar Ball was trending. He went on to Fox Sports 1 and he went to go do an interview with Colin Cowherd and Kristine Leahy. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know who Colin Cowherd is, I'm not a fan of his. I think he's an undercover racist, but you know, y'all can have y'all's own opinions of him. This man has made several racial comments towards black players. He was even fired from ESPN for saying a lot of derogatory things about Dominicans. So here goes some articles of when Colin Cowherd has made the news. And he said some really, really disrespectful things about John Wall, all because he was doing the Dougie his rookie year.
From Kentucky, welcome to DC, number 2, John Wall.
I told Weber you need a Dougie for him, okay?
Okay.
At some point you're gonna do
All right, yes, sir.
Where is it? Did he do it? He's doing it.
And it's like, damn, can John Wall live? You know what I'm saying? Who cares if he's doing the Dougie? Half of America was doing the Dougie at the time. Why are you mad? You just mad because you can't Dougie? Is that what it is, Colin? So anyways, so yesterday, LaVar Ball went on there and it got really heated. And the reason why it got heated is because Kristine Leahy had been talking shit about him. You know, she was making a lot of really derogatory comments about LaVar Ball and really trying to implement that he was not a good father and that his children were terrified of him. So, you know, LaVar Ball, like all of us, caught these interviews and, you know, people were giving her the side eye. So Colin decided to invite LaVar Ball onto the show and LaVar Ball accepted. And so at the point that he got onto the show, you know, she kept trying to ask him questions and LaVar Ball wasn't having it. He was basically giving her the damn hand and telling her to stay in her damn lane, that he wasn't here for it. And she was not feeling that mess. I want you guys to go ahead and watch this video compilation that somebody put together on Twitter. Check this out. I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
All 3 sons, you have kids. They're being forced to do it. They're being told you will start basketball at age 6, like Lonzo told us. And whenever you asked him a question, I think he said, 5 words? And he looks terrified whenever he's talking. He looks genuinely afraid.
Well,
I don't think LaVar would let him do that. I honestly think LaVar will have to approve of any girl that comes into his life.
A few moments later.
Have you sold any shoes yet?
yeah, I sold a good amount to me.
How many?
Stay in your lane.
Wait,
Anyways,
wait,
calling
I'm
her
just-
like I
I'm
was
just-
telling you,
I'm
man.
just curious.
I don't even worry about her over there.
Why
Every time
not?
she
I
scares
think
me to
that's kind
death.
of disrespectful.
She said she's like now.
I'm just trying.
Leave me alone.
So she's a reporter. Her job is to
She
probe.
can report to whoever she want behind her. I'm talking to you, Colin.
Well, what is your problem with me?
Hey, my problem is you are a hater.
Why am I
I
a
would
hater?
never wear a big baller shirt.
Yeah,
With
and
all due respect, you're a great reporter, just not reporting on me.
I didn't say it was offensive.
Yeah.
I just said, you know, if you want to, you know, work with Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour to maybe have something that appeals to women.
I'm not friends with her. I don't even see that. I don't even see it. I don't want to talk about all that. Next.
Well,
You're going to have women who like your brand.
Yeah, if you have a women's company.
They wouldn't want to work with you anyway because you don't respect women. So
she's after you today.
Oh, I don't respect
not.
women,
I'm
but
just-
I'm the one that's married. I'm good. Well, she can say what she wants. She's trying to put it. I never disrespect women. But I tell you what,
did on the show today.
if you act like that, guess what? Something's coming to you.
Thinks,
are you threatening me?
Oh, see how she tried to turn the words? I would never threaten you.
You said something's coming to me.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a psychic.
Oh.
His son looks like a robot, and his father looks like the total man in the family. I'm out on LaVar Ball. I think he's a problem for this kid, and it seems like he's just daddy's little boy, a little robot who's completely controlled by his father.
Like I said, and going back to Whitlock, I don't think he can comment on anything but snacks.
Now,
Wow.
that's a little harsh.
It's going to be harsh because he want to be harsh
So
on
you
me.
disrespect
Guess what?
women and people for their
no,
weight?
that's what you say. I didn't say nothing about no
No,
weight.
you just said that to me.
Like I told her, I'm not even worried about you right now. Keep in your lane.
All right, so you guys just saw that confrontation, that back and forth. Now, a lot of things bothered me with that interview, okay? Now, first of all, I don't like the fact that Kristine feels that she can constantly attack LaVar Ball as a father, but then when he claps back at her, all of a sudden she's a victim and she wants to play the feminist card. Could he have been more tasteful in his response to her? Yes, possibly. But again, like I always tell y'all on this channel, for every action, honey, there's a reaction, and you cannot tell somebody how to react to a particular situation, okay? You know, you might be able to talk about somebody's kids and they may not say shit when they see you, but then you talk about somebody else's child, you might get punched in your face. Okay, so my thing is, I didn't like the fact that if you're gonna sit here and be bold and attack this man on his fathering skills, if you're gonna attack this man on who he is, and then when he comes back at you and says, "Don't talk to me, I'm not gonna acknowledge you, I'm talking to Colin, I'm here for Colin," you can't then get in your feelings at his response. I didn't like the fact that when they were going back and forth, she kept trying to twist his words around, and then she came out and said that she was being threatened. I didn't like that at all. If that was not a damn get out moment, I don't know what was, okay? I mean, I looked at her like, how's he threatening you? You know what I'm saying? LaVar Ball is loud. He's arrogant. He can get on your nerves. He can be an attention whore and all that stuff. But in the whole time I've been knowing about this man, LaVar Ball, I've never heard him say anything disrespectful towards women. He's just really, really boastful and proud of his sons. That's usually what he talks about, is his children. You know, so I didn't like the fact that she tried to take him going back and forth with her and him not acknowledging her. Is that being a damn threat? No, a threat is somebody threatening to kill you, threatening to rape you, threatening you bodily harm, which he did not do. He basically just, ignored her and didn't want to be bothered with her and, was letting her know about herself. And then when she said the phrase, "you disrespect women," I feel like she was saying that to try and ruin him. Because once you say something about somebody disrespecting women, then here come all the feminists to come and side with her. And I feel like she knew what she was doing on the air and that she was definitely trying to bait him. Because like I said, she's been talking shit about this man for weeks now. She was basically trying to, pull that little feminist rouge on him. On top of her saying that he's disrespecting women and then her saying, "Are you threatening me?" because she wants to make herself look like a victim. I just wasn't feeling that. And I really feel like LaVar Ball has a target on his back because he is a very loud, boisterous, and proud black man. LaVar Ball has a great sense of self, and he's not apologetic for who he is. He'll go back and forth with Stephen A. Smith. He'll go back and forth with whoever. And see, the problem is she wants to play with the big boys and have all these opinions and have all this commentary. But then when she gets it back, she gets upset. And that's not how it works. She really should have pulled a Stephen A. Smith, went at him toe to toe on the facts, as opposed to just pulling shit out her ass and saying that, he's disrespecting all women and that she's being threatened, because none of that took place. So this whole situation definitely made me look at her differently. Like I said, I've been not feeling Colin because he's been involved in a lot of racial issues, and maybe she has the same racial views as Colin, but what's crazy is that today on Fox Sports, she has basically come out and stated that she wants people to stop putting LaVar Ball on television after he threatened her. So she's going ham with this situation. When you Google LaVar Ball's name today, all you're seeing is LaVar Ball threatens Fox Sports news anchor Kristine Leahy. Oh, LaVar Ball threatened a woman. That's all you're seeing. Before this situation, when you put in LaVar Ball, you were seeing them expensive ass shoes. So this is a way to try and ruin that man's reputation and to possibly hinder his son's career in the NBA. But I feel like, this whole situation is being used to tank this family. And unfortunately, because of who his father is and because, people are so focused on his father, this is going to take a toll and affect Lonzo Ball. I want you guys to go ahead and watch a small snippet of what she said today with Colin and how she feels about everything.
Yesterday unveiled a lot of things and created new news. And that's kind of my takeaway this morning.
For me, truthfully, I don't really want to talk about him anymore. I don't want to continue to let him be a part of my life as he has the last 24 hours.
Right.
But I think the reason that so many networks choose to have him on is because he says a lot of controversial things. He's, loud and a big personality, which I've been totally fine with. But I hope that yesterday showed who he is and that we stop putting him on all of these networks just to get controversial statements out of him, because that is potentially what could happen. And I think there's no place for that in TV, no matter what kind of ratings you're going to get. And at this point, what I think about is I would love for Lonzo Ball to have whatever he can. I think about him in this situation. I want him to do well. I hope that we stop letting his father talk so much and maybe allow Lonzo to talk. I would love to hear more from him. I would hope that he's successful. And I think what LaVar is doing, I don't think yesterday is going to help his son at all. And I think that's really unfortunate for his son. But have some respect. Don't threaten me. Don't make personal jokes. Don't mock me. And don't say you're not going to look me in the eye. If he wants to come on and look me in the eye and be respectful, he can still disagree with me. I'm okay with that, but I will not tolerate what he did yesterday.
All right, so you guys just saw that snippet of what Kristen had to say about the entire situation. You know, and of course, social media has something to say, honey. When I tell you they drug her by her blonde, silky, straight locks, honey, they drug her up and down social media yesterday. This whole situation is a mess. LaVar Ball needs to be careful, and he needs to be really, really, discerning on what platforms he chooses to go on, because this is a particular platform that I would not have engaged in, especially being that Colin Cowherd was previously fired from ESPN for racial stunts like this. So for all we know, this could have been a setup, and LaVar Ball fell for the damn bait. So again, he needs to be more discerning on where he takes himself and, possibly take a break from the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? And let this be about Lonzo, because now they're trying to find ways to basically get at this young man and basically ruin his career before it's even started because of things that they're trying to attach to his father. So this whole situation is just crazy. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation concerning Kristine Leahy, Colin Cowherd, and LaVar Ball. Do you feel like LaVar Ball was wrong for the way he addressed her? Do you feel like he threatened her? Or do you feel like Kristine Leahy is just being over dramatic and trying to play the victim card? So let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.